Hi, good morning. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine. Thanks so much for tuning in this week, whether you're going to join me here in a minute or catch the replay. So this morning I am doing a simple side step card. And I'm going to actually show you at the end. I got a swap with this card design probably a few months ago. So it's been in my stash for probably a few months, and I just kind of got around to casing it this week. So super fun, but super simple. So I'll teach you how to make everything, and I'll have all the measurements below. So there's a bunch of measurements, but they're all what I kind of consider simple measurements. So all the measurements will be below at the end. So here's the card that we are going to make. And it actually does fit in a standard medium-sized Stampin' Up! Envelope. So I am actually using the Scary Cute bundle, which that is from the mini catalog, the July to December mini catalog. So Scary Cute, here's the stamp set that we're going to use. And here is the look at the dies really quick too. So I'm using 3 of the dies. 3 of the dies. So let's jump right in and get started. Oh, the designer series paper is actually called Perfectly Penciled, and I'm featuring it this week because it's part of the weekly deals through this Wednesday, which would be, let me look at my notes, September 21st, 2021. So if you have the catalog, here's Scary Cute in the bundle, and that's on page 56 in the mini. And then I'm also using the washi tape, the glitter washi tape, which is at the top of 57. And then the Perfectly Penciled is from the annual catalog 2022-2023, and that's on page 133. So let me point the camera down at my station and we'll jump right in. Hey, good morning, Kathy. Thanks for tuning in this morning. So I just want to make sure I can find myself in my feed. Here I am. So wow, that looks a little weird, but that's okay. I'll just stick with it, and so I don't have to adjust the camera again. So sorry, this is like my table. So here's the card. It does stand up kind of sort of on an angle, and like I said, it fits in a medium-sized Stampin' Up! Envelope. So the measurements are great. So let's do our stamping first, and then I'll go over all the measurements. And the stamping is super simple because this is more of a stepped up card for me, a little fun fold, but it's a simple fun fold. So I'm just going to stamp the sentiment. I'm using Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet. I think this would be super cute if you have like granddaughters, nieces, to send for Halloween for like a little girl. And then the Highland Heather, it's so pretty. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp the sentiment. Oof. This stamp yesterday was giving me all sorts of trouble. So I changed the block. And honestly, I did one earlier and cut it out with the banner. So for the cling stamps, I prefer to stamp first and then cut out with my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and die second. So I cut one out earlier. And then I'm going to stamp the little girl on the white label. So in the Scary Silhouettes dies, there's this label. So I just cut this out with basic white. I'm not going to go over all these measurements because I'll put them below, but the main card, I'll go over all the measurements because there's a lot of pieces today. So I'm just going to ink her up in Highland Heather. And I'm not going to go right in the center. I'm going to go a little bit to the left side, because the sentiment is going to go over here. So, got her inked up. Hey, good morning, Elaine. Thanks for tuning in. I will send you a text later, but I have something at my house for you. So, very exciting. Okay, so the stamping is done. Let's do the card. So, there's 2 pieces to make this card. And why I say the measurements are really great, because you can get 2 from 1 piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So the base piece is 8 inches by 5.5 inches. And then you're going to score it on the long side, the 8-inch side. You're going to score at 3, 6, and 7. Okay, and then I highly recommend using a bone folder. I'll try to make sure that that's in the supply list below too, just to score on all your score lines. So let's do that really quick. And pretty much with this piece, you're going to make 2 mountains. So let me show you that really quick. You're going to have like one mountain peak like this, right? Like a triangle, a mountain. And then this one, you're going to fold up and then down to make like a second mountain, okay? So you're going to have like two hills or 2 mountains. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. And this is going to be the front of the card. So the other piece that gets attached to this base piece is super simple. It's 3 by 6. And I should say, while I'm doing this, I didn't create this original design. Like I said, this was a swap. And let's see, the swapper was Jenny Rader, and I think she cased it from somebody else. So I'm not sure if I can find who the original designer is. I'll put the information in my video later. So this piece is 3 by 6, and then I scored at 1 3/4. So again, let's just fold this and give this a burnish with your bone folder. Okay, so now it's pretty much decorating. I want to decorate before I add these 2 pieces together. So this is going to go, this is going to kind of go here and then adhere just at the top. But I want to decorate this piece first. So I have some designer series paper, and like I said, this is the Perfectly Penciled, which is on sale right now as part of the weekly deals through Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. And just a quick thing about weekly deals is that the last one will post on Thursday, 9/22, 2022, and then the weekly deals will end on Wednesday, 9/28, 2022. So they're posting Thursday through Wednesday, and I don't know what they are, so it's all different things. So I just have a piece of designer series paper, and let me show you. Perfectly Penciled. It's like the floral on one side and the graphic designs on the other. So I went with the polka dots. And this piece is 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. So let's put this guy on with some liquid glue. And then I'll do the larger piece. The larger piece is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, the designer paper. And like I said, I'll put all the measurements. So we're just gonna put these on here. I'm actually gonna add some of the glitter washi tape to the top piece. If you don't have the glitter washi tape, a couple different ideas. You could take your Highland Heather markers or Stampin' Blends and color some of the lines, some of the dots in the paper. You could use ink. There's so many different ways to color. So what I'm going to do is just put some of the washi tape across here. So the glitter washi tape comes in 4 colors. I am only going to use 2. And honestly, I think this could be for Halloween, for fall, for all sorts of different things. What you want to do is kind of make sure you're not going to cover it all up. So I counted down 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top, and then I started putting my washi tape here in a row across. So it's really simple because you just follow the dots across. But like I said, if you don't have this, you could just color. And I need to find my end. Ooh, it's super hard to see. But this is super sparkly, so pretty. And I think it's overlooked in the book because it's just at the top of one of the pages. But let me find my end. Sorry. This is what happens when you're live. Wow. Good morning, Dee. Thanks for being here this morning. Hope you're all having a great week. It's been busy. We've had a lot of birthday celebrations, and I totally can't find the end of this. Oh no. Well, anyways, I can add it later. The black is really obvious, so I'm just gonna add it later because honestly I can't find it right now. Oh, I can't add it later though. Uh-oh. Okay. One more time. I'm just going to try to give it a poke and see. Well, I can just rip off a new piece, I guess. That'll work. So, I just made my own end. Okay, so there we go. Kind of reminds me of tear and tape, this stuff. The washi tape, it's like glittered tear and tape. Okay, so perfect. So see how you'll see it's not all covered up with this piece of the card. Okay, so I want to add this on. So this piece, you're only going to put adhesive at the bottom and at the top behind here. So let's do the bottom first to line everything up nice. So in the back, on the bottom, a strip, and I'm using liquid glue. You could totally use whatever adhesive, Seal Plus. You could use tear and tape here. And then I'm just going to flip everything over. I'm going to put it flat. And then I'm just going to put some adhesive right at the tippity top. And press this down. I like the liquid glue because you can wiggle it for a minute or two. Okay, so see, everything will fold flat so it fits in a regular size envelope. And then I just decorated it kind of like my original swap. Hers is floral, so I'll show you that in a minute. But she embossed this piece and then had some flowers. She used a banner, so I kind of did it a little bit similar, but did my own thing. And let's do the other pieces first. So with the girl that I stamped on, I'm going to put her down towards the bottom. And then the frame is going to go over the top, the basic black frame. So let's put her on with a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus. And like I said, I really love this adhesive for my white and my vanilla because you can't see it at all. So I'm just going to put her on towards the bottom. And then the frame, like she's in the forest. I don't know why she's trick-or-treating in the forest, but that's kind of a scary place for a little girl to go trick-or-treating. Okay, so the frame is going to go right around. So try to not cover her up too much, but try to make sure I'm kind of sort of straight. And then for my greeting, I am just going to pop it up on a Stampin' Dimensional. And it's going to hang off one side. So this is also from the Scary Silhouettes. So I'm just going to put a dimensional here on the trick side. So I like to just put my finger here. This is where I'm going to put my dimensional. Let me grab my dimensionals. So I'm on the trick side where it says trick or treat, and we're just going to kind of put the dimensional there, and then it will kind of sort of hang off this side. And then just to finish this off, I have a white piece for the inside bottom here, so let's just throw that on so I have some place to write a message to my recipient. I'm trying to decide who will get this card. I'll come up with somebody. So that's the inside. So that is how easy it is to make a sidestep card. So, and it will stand up. It's a little kind of not super like tight and standing up like a normal card, but it will stand up on its own. Let me show you the card that I received from Jenny that inspired me to create this. So it's in a plastic, so let me just take it out of the plastic so you can see. So it's super pretty and different because it's the floral design. So she used some of the Hues of Happiness designer series paper, but similar. She did the embossing and she had a banner, so totally kind of cased this design from her. So I love doing easy, simple, fun folds. So I'm going to try to do a simple fun fold at least once a month on my Sunday Live 10 a.m. Eastern videos here. So I have a couple announcements before I sign off for the day. We have a very hectic day. We have dinner plans. I'm doing a stamping class with a good friend of mine. Hi, Karen, if you're watching. So I'm actually going to her stamping class, so I'm very excited. So I talked about the weekly deals. I don't think I need to talk about that anymore. I want to show you my Decorated with Happiness Christmas card class because I did release that yesterday. And let me grab it. It's right behind me. So I want to grab the cards off my shelf. Okay, I'm going to try to just do this and keep them on my little board here. So I released this yesterday. It's going to be my first Christmas card class for this season, and I am doing it in person on Thursday, September 29th in the evening, and we're going to make 8 cards. You're going to get, it's 4 designs, and you're going to get 2 of each. So let me just move this over so you can kind of see them all really quick. So there's like a petal pink one, then there's a couple poppy ones in the middle here. So, like I said, it's 4 designs, and then you're going to get 2 of each. And if you are not on my mailing list, make sure you pop onto my mailing list. I will put the link below. So if you're interested in coming in person or signing up to go, I will mail you the packet. You just need 2 ink pads to finish the cards, and you need the stamps, which is the Decorated with Happiness stamp set. 2 ink pads, Shaded Spruce and Poppy Parade, and then you'll need like a basic toolkit. But I'm going to emboss and cut everything for you. The class fee includes 2 embellishments. So super excited. Let me know if you want to be on my mailing list to get details for that. You need to RSVP by Monday, September 26th at noon Eastern. Okay, I think I covered everything. Never seen this fun fold. I love this design. You make it look easy. Yeah, I try to break it down, Kathy. So step by step. Super cute card. The floral one's pretty too. Very clever design. Yeah, like I said, I can't take credit for the original design because that's definitely not me. But some very creative stampers. Stampers love to share. So and I love to case. So as most of you know, if you follow me, I participate in Casing Tuesday every Tuesday. So we case a card from one of the catalogs, the sketch. And some people can case it exactly the same, but very exciting. So that's pretty much it for next week, for this week. So next week, I will be back 10 a.m. Eastern on Sunday, and next week's going to be Paper Pumpkin Alternatives. So I will have that video out, so you can watch me live at 10 a.m. Eastern or catch the replay on Facebook at Create with Christine or on YouTube with Create with Christine. And I will have a card on Casing Tuesday for this Tuesday too if you want to follow that on my blog. We actually do have a Facebook group too with about 4,000 people in our group. So if you want the link to join that, shoot me a message. And we are welcome to have you in that group as well. So have a wonderful week. I will see you next week at 10 a.m.